Welcome, my fellow Red Pals, to Ask Reb Q&A number 23. It has been almost an entire year since I've even done this on my channel, mainly because I have so many videos that I forgot that I was even at one point doing this on a weekly basis. That being said, over the course of the past week, I've been asking you guys questions to submit me over via Twitter, and that is what we're going to be answering today. Would I ever do porn? That's a hard question. Yes, I would, if it paid enough. And by paid enough, I mean so much that no porn person or porn director would probably ever want to hire me because my rates are too high. Is your belly button an innie or an outie? Well, let's check. Right now, it's an innie. You're trapped on an island alone with a mermaid. Is she top half human, bottom half fish, or top half fish, bottom half human? You know, you're cruel, because you know that I'm dyslexic, and this is actually hard for me to comprehend in my brain reading this over and over and over again, but I'm pretty sure that she is bottom half fish, I almost said bottom half human. She is bottom half fish, top half human. Got it. Is that actually supposed to be a tongue twister, big black rubber baby buggy bumpers? I don't know, but I can do tongue twisters alright. Have I ever watched gay porn? Yeah, I've seen it. I've never, like, willingly sat down and say, hey, I'm gonna watch a guy lick someone's butthole. I just don't find that entertaining or amusing or sexually arousing in any way. I have watched gay porn with some of my friends laughing at how ridiculous it is, but then isn't all porn pretty ridiculous unless it's like amateurs? One of the biggest problems that I have with porn is it's not real. It's, for the most part, 99% of it's acted, and half the moans they do and screams they do aren't even real to begin with. And I've said this before and I'll say it again, I have no desire to see other men's dicks. I just don't. Who would I want to co-act with if I made it as an actor? Wow, that's a toughie. Robert Downey Jr. for sure. That noise you're hearing right now? Oh, it stopped. That noise is my puppy beneath my feet chewing on a bone, so I apologize for that. Mara, stop! Please, you're distracting me from making my video. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans. In fact, I would want to co-act with any character that's in a comic book movie. Batman, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Any character in the comic book universe I would want to co-act with in some way, especially in a comic book film. That would be a dream come true to me. Mara, stop! Why the Pikachu hat with Deadpool? That's a great question. A lot of people ask me why I use this hat, specifically when I cosplay with my Deadpool cosplay, why I do this, why I combine these two things. And to be honest, copyright's a real bitch, and Nintendo wouldn't give Marvel the rights to have Pikachu or Pokemon in his comic book, so that's why I said, fuck it, I'll be the actual real Deadpool, and I'll do something that Nintendo won't allow me to do. Because, you know, Nintendo loves to copyright things on all of YouTube. It monetizes everybody's content, even if you use an image of Pikachu or some liking of Nintendo. But in all seriousness, I actually wear the Deadpool Pikachu hat because I think it would be a great combination within the comics. And I use it as for people to help identify me at conventions, because I remember the days when I used to cosplay as Deadpool, where I used to be the only Deadpool. Now there was a Deadpool video game, now there's Deadpool this. Hot Topic bought Think Geek, and now Deadpool everywhere. Deadpool is a pretty common cosplay at conventions, and because I constantly get a new suit almost every year to fit the new designs of the comics, I wear the Pikachu hat so people can always identify me at PAX Prime in Seattle, along with Emerald City Comic Con, so that all my subscribers and people that I meet at these conventions can be able to recognize me as the Deadpool with the Pikachu hat, because I'm the only person who actually does that combination. As a gamer, what matters most? Graphics, gameplay, or story? I'll be honest, I'm a sucker for high-quality graphical content in video games, but I'm not daft enough to not recognize that graphics are not everything. What matters most important to me is actual gameplay of the game that I'm playing. Story would be second, graphics would be third, mainly because you can have a beautiful story, but if the game plays like utter shit, the control schemes are terrible and you can't operate your character. Glover for the N64 was one of those games that was really cool in idea. The story was pretty fun and awesome, the concept was awesome, but holy mother of God, the control scheme of that game, the gameplay, was dreadful on the Nintendo 64. So you can have a game with great graphics and great story, but if the game plays like utter shit, it's not gonna be a good game. How do I deal with rejection and people not accepting me for who I am or who you are? Fuck them. Not literally fuck them, but I just say fuck them. I don't give a shit. This is something that actually takes a lot of time with your own self-esteem, and you have to actually build your self-esteem up to get to this point, because I'll be the first to admit, growing up in the religious household that I was, up in the church, up until even my early years of college, that I had even on YouTube, and I will admit this, I really wanted to be accepted by people. I wanted to be a really smart YouTuber, which I don't think I am for the most part, but I tried to be a pseudo-intellectual on a lot of different topics on YouTube 2 years ago. In fact, it got to the point of where I was so desperate to wanted people to like me. I wanted people to watch my content, think that I was so smart. I was so desperate that I wanted people to accept me. And that it even took me to a point where I copied somebody else's work on YouTube, presented it as my own, because I wanted people to like me and think that I was smart, when it wasn't. I plagiarized someone else's content on YouTube because of how desperate I was at that point. I look back at it myself and I slap myself in the face, and it's quite depressing and sad that I was so desperate to get accepted by people that I was willing to steal other people's content. But that's how you grow as a person, is realizing your flaws and why you do certain things and why those mistakes were done in the first place. So how do I actually deal with rejection of people not accepting me for who I am? I just disregard them. Anything someone has to say about me, if they're not willing to accept me as who I am as a person, my passions, my interests, them to me, what they have to say of value is absolutely nothing to me. And again, as I mentioned, this is not something that you can just say, fuck you, I don't care. Because deep down, every single individual watching this video, we care about what other people think to an extent. I care right now, the people watching this video, that they enjoyed this video. But I don't care to the extent that if they don't like it, I'm gonna be hurt or my feelings are going to be somehow damaged because they didn't like my video. Be who you are and don't let anyone tell you who you should be or who you shouldn't be. If someone doesn't accept you, don't be their friends. Don't hang around them. That's simple. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow reptiles. This has been my Q&A number 23. I will try to film another one in the next coming weeks. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're really interested in actually being in one of my videos, leave a video down below of you asking me your question. You have to show your face. You have to show yourself on YouTube. Ask me any question you want, and I will try to include it in my next Q&A video. Title it Ask Rep Q&A 23. Make sure to put Mr. Repzion in the actual tags of that video so I can search it and find it. And I'd also like to give a special thanks to all of my Patreons who have pledged on my account. I have met 2 of my milestone goals, which is a P.O. box, which I'm actually going this next week. I'm getting a P.O. box, along with my second milestone goal of I'm bringing my cooking videos back, and I actually have all my recipes sitting in the refrigerator right now. And I was actually going to do this in the scroll down format with just text going down the screen, but I'm going to do it more personalized. Thank you, Leslie Smith, Haku Dagu, I probably butchered your name, I'm sorry, Zachary Zolender, Marie Zenzi, Angelina Rosada, Sean Saxton, Rev Camp Slunk, Megan Hannafan, Ben, Tyreek Brown, Brandon Bamish, Kayla, Sean Butts, Billy Stride, Jennifer Kazalanian, Kate Wittenmer, Chuck, Yari S-Mans, Anonymous, Jackie, and Sean Nice, N-I-N-C-E. These are my Patreons currently right now on my Patreon, and thank you so much for your pledge. Your support means the world to me, and I will be sending out some personalized videos for you guys, and you guys only, very, very soon. My name is Daniel Solzbach, also known as Mr. Repzion. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next week, tomorrow, sometime this week. Remember, I have no video schedule. I upload when I want.